Hello. Now this is tutorial number 3 where we will deal with some challenging conditions and how to deal with the images which don't look that good and you're not quite sure like you can extend them or not. So what we will do is we'll go through such an example and we'll see how it works out. So here's an page layout, and thing is that we want to merge these two images and fill up the background white space. So in short, what we have to do is extend these two images in a way that they don't appear separately. So first thing here, what we can do is figure it out if the both images are important. In this case, yes, they are important. So what we can do is, as usual, we can open both of these images in Photoshop and align them properly, so we can figure it out how it can be extended. So this is image number 1 and this is image number 2, and as usual we will create a 12 by 36 inches of page with 200 dpi resolution, and we'll position these images on our 12 by 36 page. So Control T for transform, and we have aligned it over here. Again we press Alt, hold and drag, and we tap here. So here we are. So what we can do is rather than just blindly extending these two images, what we can do is we can convert this image on right hand side to black and white or sepia, and then we can merge both of these images together, and we'll see how it works out. Or we can keep it in color, and we can extend these colors and then blend both of these two things together, like a color image and a black and white image. Let's see how it works out. First we will start with this images and we'll convert this particular image to black and white. So what we can do is select this image, go to filter, alien skin and exposure, and here first what we have to do is press on reset button and then go in this black and white panel, and there are so many options to convert this image into a black and white thing. So what we can do is we can go through several options. Just by hovering over these options, it will give you an preview of how the final image will look when you press apply. So I have liked a few and I'm not sure how I can proceed with any one of them. So what I think I should do is, I like this thing but I don't want these borders. So what I will do is I'll go to options and I'll switch off all the overlays and borders and all. So in that case I'll get a plain monochromatic image. So in this case this looks much better than in color image. So also I don't want this vignette. So when I want to extend the images from right to left, the vignette poses a problem. So when I mirror this image and join them together, the vignette plays a very crucial part, and a big patch will appear in the middle of the image. So what we'll do is we'll try to get rid of this vignette. So we have just switched off the vignette, and we'll see what else can be done. I think in the original image the vignette is over there, so there is no point entering after getting rid of that vignette. So what we'll do is we'll just press apply, and let's see how it appears in the layout. So these two images are together. So this image has a slightly bluish tinge. We'll see it has a slightly bluish tinge. So in order to match both of these two images, what we can do is we can select the other image and also apply the similar effect on this image. So let's see how it works out. Also notice that even after applying these effects to these images, the original image is still over there. So the color image is still over there, and the black and white original image is still over there. So what I think we should do is we should just keep the background this bluish. Let's see, I kept it blue. Let's try something else as well. So I think this looks pretty good, and what we can do is we can apply the masks on this image as well as this image, and then we can see how it blends together. So first of all, we will get these color images and the original black and white images together and just hide those images. We will group them by pressing shift, pressing on both images, and then pressing Ctrl G. So what will that do is it will group them together, just hide that in case if we need them in future. So this is the one part, and the other part is of these images. The first image we want to blend it with the background, so what we will do is we'll apply a mask, and G the shortcut for gradient, shift G, shift G, shift G, and this, yes, it appears. So we have selected this thing, a gradient with transparency. So as of now the white color is selected, so what we will do is we will press X. So a transparency will gradient with black transparency will appear, and we will paint that black gradient inside this mask so that this image blends properly with the background. So what we will do is firstly we will select the mask, and then we will apply this gradient over here. So make sure you keep the opacity around 20 to 15%. In my case I'm just keeping it 15. Let's see. Oh, something else is happening. So while selecting the gradient, make sure that you have clicked on this linear gradient icon. So when you click on that icon, it will appear in a proper manner, the manner which is portrayed over here. And so we have selected the mask, and we'll just apply the mask. Let's see, opacity is 15%, so we'll keep doing it again and again until it just totally blends with the background. Now you can see it is starting to gel with the background. So this looks cool. So what we will do is we'll also apply mask for the second image. We have clicked this image, we have applied the mask using this add vector mask option, And what we will do is, we have already selected the gradient thing, and we'll paint the gradient inside this mask for the second image. So you can see this line has started to disappear. It has blended pretty neatly. So what we have to do is, this part of her cap, we want to make it a little more visible. So what we have to do is, we have to paint it manually. So we'll select the white color, and just in order to make this portion visible, we'll keep the opacity around 20%, and we'll just paint that portion again, and we'll see what it does. So as you can see, this portion is properly visible now. Let's see how it appears in the album layout. So we're just saving this image with the title like 29. So let's save it with the name of 29, and we have to drag and drop it inside album builder. So that is our image which we have just created. We'll open the Fundy album builder inside images, and this plane we'll just drag and drop that extended image. So we have to add it inside Fundy, and it will appear. So you can see this is an unused image. Remove both the images, and we have kept it here, and we'll make sure that we have to send this image in the background, so other images will appear in front and the design will look more complete. So we'll send the move backward, yeah, and I think this is good. It should work. We'll just check it for the creases, and it appears to be good for the creases as well. We just make a little bit of adjustments over here and there, so that crease appears exactly in the middle of the page, and it matches with the white lines which appears between these 1 2 3 4 5 6 pictures. So we'll just give it one more try with the color thingy. So we have tried to extend these images using the black and white thing. So what we'll try now is keeping this image black and white and just extending the color portion. So what we'll do is, first we have to do is hide everything else and just make a replica of this image. First I would like to cut this image, because the vignette portion will affect our extending horizons. So I have made a square area using this rectangular marquee tool. The shortcut is M, and I have drawn an area which I don't want. So basically this area covers the vignette and some other distracting objects. So what I did is, I just drawn an area over this colorful image, and just will delete that portion. Okay, alright, we'll deselect it by pressing Ctrl D, and we'll just replicate this image. Control T and display horizontally. So what's happening over here is this portion is appearing. This portion is appearing because we haven't cropped this image before making a replica. So what we will do is we'll press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Alt Z, and before replicating this image we will press C on the keyboard, which will bring us the crop tool. We'll just double click on the canvas and this image is cropped. So now we'll go to this image, press V, and then we'll Alt press it and drag and align it with the original image. Then we'll press Ctrl T, right click, the flip horizontal. So it will flip the things and it will match a little bit of symmetry with the original image, so it doesn't look odd. We'll merge both of these images together by selecting them and pressing Ctrl E on the keyboard, and I will again make a replica by pressing Alt. We'll align it with these merged images. So we're done with it, we have aligned it. So we'll select both of these layers and we'll press Ctrl E, which merges them together. So what we want to do is we want to keep this object over here, and we just have to we just want to blur out the remaining portion so it appears natural and our page is blended. So what we will do is we'll use a filter alien skin exposure. Any version will work, X or X2. We are going with X2. So firstly we have to reset. We'll go back again. We have to make sure that we have cropped this image. So escaping, we'll press C and we'll crop that image again. Then we'll go to filter, alien skin, and expose X2. So here we are with the black and white effect. So to remove it, press reset, and in order to blur out this portion, we have to go in the last option, which is called as bokeh. So we'll go inside it. We'll go with this focal area, and we'll arrange it in such a manner that we are quite sure about other area is blurred out outside this focal area. So we have made this focal area, and then we can apply the lens effect, which is traditional lenses or motion. So we'll go with the motion thing. So as you can see, it shows you the preview how it will look after you apply those effects. So it looks cool to me. Maybe I can change the direction of twist. Yeah. We'll also apply some kind of overlay so it will appear more naturally. So we'll go inside this overlay tab, and we'll click on the light effect. We'll just make sure that it doesn't distract us from the original image. So we can use a light effect or sun flare. It gives a little bit of yellowish tinge. You can see before and after. So let's see what else we can do with it. As the image is white, we can't do much with the light effect on this image, so I'll keep it the original image as it is, and let's see what else we can do with the blur thing. So this looks smooth to me. Let's see how it blends with the black and white image. So I press apply. Usually it will take a lot of time to apply this kind of effect because we're using certain lenses and motion filter and all, so it takes more time than usual. So just wait for a few minutes and see how it works out. It's already been 20 minutes. I think this is the longest tutorial we've done till date, and we're just about to finish. Few more minutes and we will be done with the extension of this image. You can see we have successfully blurred out the remaining portion for this image, and we'll just switch on the black and white image which appears on the left hand side. Let's see how it appears. I have placed it above this image so it can be visible. So I'll select this image, I'll press on add layer mask button. When I add a mask, we'll see how if it blends with this image and appears naturally. So I'll select the gradient, Shift G, and make sure it's black and transparency. So now it's black and transparency, and let's see, we'll paint inside this layer mask. Make sure that you keep this opacity to 15%. So after that, what you can do is you can click on B, which is brush, and minimize your opacity to 15 to 12%, and just reduce the size of your brush, and just paint on the black area so it will minimize the black portion. And let's see how it works out. This is the hit and trial method, so we'll see if it works out or not. I think it's working out quite properly, so we're done with it. And what we will do is we'll just merge all of these three things together. We'll select all of these three layers and we'll press Ctrl E, and we can give it a try to a raw filter. So just select the layer and press Ctrl Shift A. We'll just see if applying of a manual vignette works in the favor of this image or not. So we have applied a vignette, and to overcome if we apply a vignette, it is also darkening the images which are at the corner. So what we will do is, we do want that vignette. We'll just select a brush and just paint on the faces of these objects so they appear a little brighter. So I'm just painting them manually. You can see the exposure is 0.40 over here. I'll just increase exposure a little bit, which and I will make it 1 around 1, so it appears cool. So let's see if it works with this area as well. So I have brightened this area. So what I'll do is I'll press Ctrl Z. I'll take a new brush and I'll just paint on this object. So this time what I want to do is just minimize an exposure a little bit so it appears naturally and not an artificially done thing. So it looks proper to me, to my eye. And let's just press okay. Before that, I want to apply a graduated filter which will do this to images. so a sort of Wiglet looking feel. So let's see, press OK and we'll press Ctrl Shift S and we'll save it with another number. Save it with 29 dash. We have tagged this image away, so let's see how it looks. So in color it looks good, and black and white looks much better. So this is the end of the tutorial.